Congratulations for not giving up, because chances are you've tried it all before. Meal plans, food tracking apps, maybe even that one detox your cousin swore by. And still, you find yourself circling the same mountain of cravings, guilt, and I'll start again Monday promises. But this time, you're doing it differently. Greetings and salutations, peeps. I go by Dr. Denise Thinks because I help you think better about your relationship with food. But don't worry, this ain't a diet group at all. It's a breakup, a mindset first, culture conscious, soul level separation from the bad habits, beliefs, and emotional cycles that have kept you stuck in a toxic relationship with food. And yes, I call it bad on purpose, not because you should feel ashamed, but because language matters. Sometimes we need bold, no-nonsense words to cut through the fog and name what's not working. Bad here doesn't mean you're bad. It just means the relationship no longer serves whom you're becoming. We've normalized struggle for so long, we confuse it with strength. But real strength, that's knowing when to walk away from what drains you. So go ahead and say it with me. I'm breaking up with bad. Not because I hate myself, but because I love myself enough to choose better. Now, before we get started, let me make something very clear. I'm not a medical doctor. I do hold a doctorate in educational psychology and research, which means my work focuses on helping people learn, change behavior, and build habits that stick. Everything I share here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not medical advice. It's not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. You should always consult with a licensed healthcare provider or registered dietitian before making any major changes to your diet, medication, or lifestyle, especially if you have a medical condition or take prescribed medication. My goal is to help you understand the psychology behind your food choices and the science of breaking bad habits so you can make informed, empowered decisions about your own health journey. In other words, I'm here to help you retrain your brain, not replace your doctor. Consider consulting or doing this alongside your healthcare provider. Well, now that we done got that out the way, here's what to expect on this journey. Over the next 13 weeks, you're stepping into a transformation that will shift not just your mindset, but your entire way of living. You'll be guided through a practical, powerful framework that helps you rewire your brain, reclaim your health without shame, and realign your food choices with who you really are, not just who you were programmed to be. We're not just cleaning up your plate, we're clearing out the mental junk drawer. This journey will ask you to look deeper, to reflect, to unlearn, and to remember the version of who you were before the marketing, the trauma, and tradition told you who to be and what to eat. This right here is a commitment to breaking bad habits, reclaiming your power, and stepping fully into the best version of yourself. Joe Dispenza says, it's not enough to know, but you must know how. And when it comes to breaking up with food, we must take it a step further and we must do. And here's the honesty. When you mess up or get sidetracked, because you will before the complete breakup, do better. Your journey is about action, not just consumption. Show up every day, do the work, and trust the process. Some days will feel easy. Others will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself. But in the end, you will emerge with a new perspective, stronger discipline, and a healthier relationship with food and your body. Throughout this 13 weeks, you will reflect on your progress, engage with the squad, and refine how you apply these lessons in your daily life. So, it's not just about the food. Food is just a symptom, the surface. The real issue is the programming behind the plate. We eat the way we do because of our upbringing and culture, the emotional pain we've been taught to soothe with sugar, and the beliefs we carry about what it means to be busy, broken, or strong. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're running on an old signal. And this program will help you change the channel. Why willpower and motivation ain't enough? Let's go ahead and release that guilt right now. Willpower and motivation might get you started, but they're both temporary. They fade. And when they do, most people fall right back into old patterns. Think about it. Have you ever been hyped and motivated in January to get your summer body ready, depending on willpower to start eating healthy? But by February, or even before that, you found yourself right back in the same habits that don't serve you. Or maybe you actually pushed through until summer. But once summer ended, so did your healthy routine. Seasons, events, willpower, and motivation itself, all temporary. So I'm so glad you're here though, because something sparked you to give this the old college try again, right? But this time, we're doing it differently. I'm going to help you work on your mindset the right way, help you identify and understand your emotions, as well as what the heck to do with them. Create better daily habits that don't feel like a chore, and what neuroscience calls neuroplasticity, which is just your brain's ability to rewire itself and grow in response to new patterns. Because once your mind shifts, your habits will follow. So let me ask you this. What was the thing that made you try this program? Yeah, go ahead and write it down, because that spark deserves your attention. I'm not going to wait too long, so put me on pause if you need more time. All right, so what makes this program different, you may ask? I'm so glad you asked. This program was created for us by someone who gets it, someone who's cried in the mirror as the struggle ran deep without realizing it. Not because of the lack of discipline, but because of the unique challenges that we face. Our food habits are not just shaped by personal choices, but by cultural influences, generational habits, and societal pressures. This is why we're taking a mindset-first approach, because changing how we think is the key to changing our actions. We're not just going to focus on the food though. We're going to tackle the mental and emotional barriers that have been keeping us stuck. So over the coming weeks, we'll dive into understanding why you've developed certain habits and how to rewire them for long-lasting change. But it doesn't stop there. This program ain't about temporary fixes. It's about sustaining the transformation and making it part of your lifestyle for the long haul. This program centers culture, healing, and the truth that our bodies deserve better than the generational scripts we've inherited. We're not here to demonize Medea's recipes though. We're here to remix them with intention. I'm here to guide you through every step, and by the end of this journey, you'll have the tools and the mindset to take control of your health and live the life you deserve. Before the food changes, the thinking must. That's why we don't jump straight into meal plans or restrictive rules. We'll start with the truth, yours and mine. How this program will help. Through personal stories, cultural commentary, psychological tools, and science-backed practices, this program will guide you to wake up from autopilot and make mindful choices, identify the emotions that drive your cravings, build a new relationship with food based on trust, not control, strengthen your gut, your focus, and your confidence. And most importantly, stay rooted in the version of you that feels free, not deprived. So, as you can see, this ain't no temporary fix. It's a full body, full mind, full life transformation. One that begins with thinking different and ends with you living, eating, and leading different. So take a deep breath, release the shame, grab your journal, and know this: you're not starting over. You're taking your power back. So let's break bad for good. But first, your game plan. You'll notice throughout this program that I may use metaphors from sports and athletics. That's because it's part of my DNA. As a former D1 athlete, I learned early on that talent alone ain't enough. The greats don't just show up on game day and hope for the best. We visualize the win. We train like it matters, and we become who we said we were through repetition, mindset, and consistency. That same energy, it's exactly what we're bringing to your healing and habit change journey. So I've got some tools to help you win. Transformation happens through active learning, which means action, repetition, and commitment on your end. Inside, you'll have access to several tools to help you manifest your desires and make real, lasting change. So, don't sleep on journaling. This is your game tape. Journaling your journey is a powerful tool for self-reflection and transformation. Personally, I didn't enjoy journaling. At first, I thought it was a waste of time when I could just be doing instead of reflecting. But after 2 years of diligent journaling, I saw major benefits, and it helped me quantum leap to where I am today. Your journal will be a space for you to document your wins, challenges, and your breakthroughs. Oh, if you're not familiar with quantum leaping, let me know in the locker room if you want to go deeper on that. Yes, the locker room. You know, the community. Stay with me, right? Your squad, the support system you didn't know you needed. You're not alone. Your squad is the accountability circle, your motivation, and your support system. Engage, share, and learn from each other. Growth happens in the locker room. Even the best of the introverts need a community, unless you want this transformation to take 8 years or more like it did me. So before we start, know this: practice makes progress. You've probably heard some of the concepts in this program before, but the difference is in the application. It's not about what you know. It's about what you do and how you do it consistently. So come in like a student, not a know-it-all. I have a client that knows what to do, probably better than I can articulate. However, they still struggle because they are not doing daily practices. Additionally, don't let what you think you already know keep you from learning. Repetition is the key to mastery. Approach this journey with curiosity, humility, and the mindset that you are here to grow. Truth: you can't skip the healing. You can't fake the rewiring. Affirmations also don't work in isolation. You've got to pair them with action. Messy, imperfect, uncomfortable action. Because the truth is, no matter how many fixes we try, if the root is still infected, the wound will find a new way to show up. Whether it's food, surgery, shopping, or chasing compliments, none of those can heal what you won't face. And this isn't about shame. It's about sovereignty. When you choose to do the deep work, you reclaim the power to transform from the inside out. I've learned how to be a student of everything and everyone. If your pain taught you something, I want to understand. If your story holds wisdom, I'm here to receive it. Because real transformation isn't a race to the finish line. It's a return to the truth. Shortcuts may offer temporary relief, but without self-awareness and strategy, they rarely offer peace. This is a gentle reminder. You don't have to fake strength or skip steps. Your old patterns will keep running the show until you pause to witness, unpack, and transform them. So take your time, breathe through the discomfort, and move forward with grace, not guilt. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. That's where the real change begins. Here are 6 ways to keep yourself on track. Number 1, forget perfection. Just aim to show up. Even if it's messy, keep moving forward. It's still progress. Number 2, keep up with the squad. If you miss a day, don't stress. Just pick up where you left off. Check in online with the squad at least 1 time a day. Set a specific time for learning. Create a ritual around your practice, whether it's tea, incense, a playlist, whatever gets you in the right headspace. I have 5 timers set in my phone to give gratitude and a few other personal reminders. Consider doing the same. As a matter of fact, put me on pause here and do it now. Just kidding. No, but seriously, put me on pause, okay? I'm gonna move on. Number 4, plug into progress. Accountability is more than reminders. It's about resonance. Whether it's a friend or a coach or our squad, connection keeps momentum. No circle, no problem. That's why our community exists, to make sure you don't go this road alone. Even if you're introverted or independent, staying active in our space will push your growth. Ask questions, share updates. That's where the magic multiplies. Number 5, celebrate the small wins. Don't wait until the end to pat yourself on the back. Did you choose apple chips over potato chips? That's a win. Did you journal 3 days in a row? That's a big win. Stack those wins. And number 6, teach what you're learning. You've got a friend or a cousin who needs this too? Share a tip or insight. Teaching locks it in deeper for you, and you never know whom you're helping in the process. Now, here's 5 of the biggest roadblocks and how to handle them. Number 1 is time. You make time for what matters. So make time for your health and your well-being. Schedule at least 30 minutes a day for this process. On the flip side, you may get caught up in the listening and not working. Do the work as you go. Don't skip around. If you want to take more time on this journey by listening more than doing, okay, just know you'll more likely need to start over, and motivation to restart may not be as strong the second, third, fourth time around. Number 2, motivation levels. Okay, motivation is cute and all, but it's flaky. It'll ghost you the second life gets loud. That's why you need a deeper why, one that pulls you forward when willpower runs out. I'll guide you through how to uncover your why later on in this video. So just know for now, the stronger your why, the less you'll rely on hype to keep you going. Number 3, resistance to change. Expect tough days. Growth, it's uncomfortable. That's how you know it's working. Research says this is when you're on the verge of a breakthrough. What's the worst that will happen? You keep going and you get better? Number 4, all or nothing thinking. Missing one day doesn't mean it's over. One slip up doesn't mean you failed. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is. So take a deep breath, reset, and keep moving. And number 5, comparison overload. Don't get caught up in who's doing it faster, better, or fancier. Your journey is yours. Focus on your own plate, your own pace, your own peace. Now check yourself before you wreck yourself. I know I'm showing my age, but this right here is a self-assessment. So before you begin, take an honest look at where you are. This isn't about judgment, it's about clarity. The reason this is a must is because you need to be clear on what it is that you truly want and desire, which will help you focus. So please rate, answer, and journal on the following questions. 1 equals least true, 10 equals most true. Your mindset. How strong is your belief in your ability to change? Your devotion. How consistent are you with new habits? Your relationship with food. Do you eat with awareness and intention? And your self-compassion. How kind are you to yourself in moments of struggle? If you didn't put me on pause to begin journaling after each question, ask yourself, are you really ready for this? If not, it's okay. Just come back when you are. And if you are, let's get it. Next is a combination chart with questions to help you assess various aspects of personal and interpersonal relationships, and hopes to help you understand your relationship with food. So before you dive in, take an honest look at where you are. This is about clarity, not judgment. The statements below will help you track how you're growing right now, midway through, and when you finish strong. So before you take your first rating, I want to offer you this image. When a caterpillar enters the cocoon, there's no applause, there's no before and after photo, no proof of change. From the outside, it looks like nothing is even happening, but inside, everything is shifting, breaking down, reforming, and becoming. This is you right now. Congratulations, you are still here. You may not feel like you're changing yet, but the moment you decided to grow, something already began. The cocoon phase is quiet, messy, and sacred. It's not just about rushing to results. It's about honoring the process. So take your time with this chart. Be honest, be gentle, be open. This is just the beginning, and butterflies don't rush. You'll find this chart in the program. Let's read this together. Scroll to the instructions. Rate each statement on a scale from 1 to 5. 1 equals not aligned. 5 equals deeply aligned. Side note, some statements you may feel don't apply to you, but if so, give it some thoughtful consideration or just skip it. There's no right or wrong on this, just growth. Now on the left side, you've got your category asking you, how's your relationship with your blank, right? And then we've got your statements, which we'll read that. And then you are to pre-rate yourself, which is now. Then you'll come back midway through the program and rate yourself again. And then after you complete your program, which is the post rating, you'll answer it in the last column. So for now, how's your relationship with your higher self or spirituality? The statement reads, I stay connected to something greater than me, whether I call it God, the universe, spirit, higher power, source, etc. I make room for stillness, alignment, and divine downloads that guide how I live. Go ahead, pre-rate yourself 1 through 5, 1 meaning not aligned, 5 deeply aligned. Now, how's your relationship with your self-image? I'm learning to see myself beyond filters, flaws, and feedback. I don't compete. I just continue to evolve in the version of me that feels most true. How's your relationship with your purpose? I know I wasn't just born to survive. I'm here on assignment. I honor my gifts even when the world hasn't fully seen them yet. And I move like I matter. How's your relationship with yourself? I honor who I am by setting boundaries, speaking kindly to myself, and showing up for my own needs consistently. How's your relationship with your beliefs? I question what I was taught, not out of rebellion, but out of reverence for my growth. I only hold on to what uplifts and aligns me. How's your relationship with your body or your temple? I move like my body is sacred. I feel it, rest it, and speak to it like it's the home I want to live in, not escape from. How's your relationship with your intimate partner or your lover? I create space for love that feels safe, honest, and mutual. Whether I'm loving myself, attracting new love, or nurturing an existing relationship, I express affection with intention and honor both my individuality and the unique needs of my partner, present or future. How's your relationship with your parents? I'm learning to hold space for my parents with compassion, whether I knew or know them deeply, not at all, or not for a long time. I respect my need to heal, even when that means unlearning what I was taught or grieving what I never received. I choose boundaries, forgiveness, and truth that restores peace in my heart. How's your relationship with children? I lead with presence, not just protection. I model the love, patience, and emotional safety I want the next generation to carry into their lives. Whether they're mine by birth, by choice, or by influence, I choose to be a safe space for growth. How's your relationship with friends? I keep friendships where the energy flows both ways. I show up for my people, but I no longer shrink, chase, or overextend to keep a vibe alive. How's your relationship with your coworkers? I show up with integrity, even when it isn't reciprocated. Whether I work solo, lead a team, or collaborate with others, I hold boundaries, protect my peace, and honor the energy I bring into shared spaces. How's your relationship with perfect strangers? I give people the benefit of the doubt without letting them cross the line. I lead with grace, but stay rooted in discernment. How's your relationship with community? I don't want to just make it. I want to multiply it. I use my healing, gifts, and voice to leave my community better than I found it. How's your relationship with finances? I'm breaking lack mindsets and building legacy. I honor my money by being present, purposeful, and prepared for overflow. Here's a suggestion. Revisit this self-assessment at week 6, which is midway. This gives you time to notice how your thoughts, your habits, and relationships are shifting before the final weeks. If you forget, no worries. I'll remind you at the end of week 6. Now, if you rated yourself at mostly 7 through 10s on this self-assessment, please consider doing it again. This is not about anything but your current reality. You can always copy this chart into your journal or on your phone so you can reflect your growth anytime, anywhere. Now, let's lock in your game plan. Making a change starts with clear intentions. Take a moment to define what you want to get out of this journey. Answer the following questions. Feel free to share this with your squad. Step 1, your why. Why are you here? Here's a few prompts. I made the decision to commit to this journey because fill in the blank. This is important to me because fill in the blank. When you're thinking about your why, don't just make it only about you. Think bigger. Who else gets blessed when you get better? This isn't just self-care, it's community care. And if your transformation only serves you, it's limited. When it spills over to others, it becomes powerful. Science even backs this up. When you have a clear sense of purpose, your brain actually becomes more focused and less likely to get thrown off by distractions. Whether that's a late night craving, a WYD or you up text, or emotional triggers that normally send you spiraling, a strong purpose creates a kind of mental GPS. It helps you stay locked even when life tries to pull you off course. If your why isn't rooted deep, you'll keep resetting the same goal every year, starting over instead of evolving. Step number 2, ask yourself, who am I becoming? Picture yourself at the end of these 13 weeks. What does that version of you look like? How do you feel? How do you move through life differently? Write it down. These intentions should be in harmony with your deepest values and goals, making it easier to take consistent action. When your mind, emotions, and intuition are aligned, your brain rewires to support your success. Visualize these intentions daily and stay committed to the actions that bring it to life. And your last step, make it official. You'll find this commitment contract in the program as well. Let's read it together. If you are serious about this journey, commit to it in writing. I, state your name, commit to the full 13 weeks to break up with my bad food habits. I commit to showing up daily and doing the work. I commit to being honest with myself about my challenges. I commit to breaking past patterns and stepping into a healthier lifestyle. I commit to engaging with the squad and holding myself accountable at input your committed day and time. And lastly, I commit to being kind to myself and allowing room for growth. Sign it, date it, and let's get ready to roll. Did you schedule at least 30 minutes daily for meditation, learning, and reflection? The best time for me is in the AM, but schedule the time for you. Sign it, date it, and let's get ready to roll. But let's check this short little list first. Schedule at least 30 minutes daily for meditation, learning, and reflection. The best time is the first thing that you do in the AM, after you go urinate, of course, but what is the specific time for yourself? Did you check yourself yet? You'll want to complete the self-assessment section before moving forward. Have a dedicated journal ready for writing and reflecting. And lastly, introduce yourself to the squad. Welcome to your transformation. Let's get to work and go all in.